What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, what we got for you guys is something super cool that I think you will all definitely enjoy. And it's not anything regarding Modern Warfare Remastered, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, COD 2017, or any of that. Instead, we're actually going to be blasting back to the past and taking a look at Modern Warfare 2. Now, what could prompt a video on something that is nearly a decade old at this point? Something that really doesn't have any implications for remaster or anything similar in terms of the chatter around the community. Well, in this one, we're gonna be taking a look at a Spec Ops mission that was cut so early on that it actually predates Spec Ops itself. And before we get too far into describing this mission here for you guys, I wanna give a huge shout out to my good friend Nick or Conviction DR. He is very well known around the modding community and the PC community within Call of Duty, and just in general with this kind of stuff, he is a genius. So huge shout out to him. I'll leave all his links down there in the description below. Make sure you go toss him some follows and all that kind of stuff. But he brought this footage up to me and was like, hey man, do with this what you will. So I figured we'd feature it here up on the channel. But if you guys end up recognizing some of this footage, it's because you might have actually seen it before. This was actually the base footage and run-throughs of the Spec Ops mission called Overwatch. So for those of you guys that remember what Overwatch was, and therefore probably remember some of this gameplay, you'll also know that this level was built around a second player as well, one being in the AC-130 above, giving that Overwatch support, hence the name of the Spec Ops mission. But this was the very base build of that once again, and this only requires one player. There is no ability to go into the AC-130 through this file designation and to play this level as it is. So this is the very base build of it, and as you guys know, once again, with Overwatch, this was made for 2 players. It's one of 2 Spec Ops missions that require 2 players. So to only have one player and run through this, it's already kind of weird to think about as is. But another thing that adds into this beginning build of the mission is the fact that if you take a look on screen, you'll see the CO_hunted_spec-op_timer and the countdown timer showing how much time you have left on the mission. The thing that is really interesting about this is that everything that is labeled for Spec Ops in the code names starts out with SO, not CO. SO being the designation for Spec Ops, this possibly being just for co-op. And with all that said, with all the file designations being labeled as SO for every single Spec Ops mission, this predates even the name of Spec Ops itself. So what you're watching is literally one of the earliest, if not the earliest completed build of this co-op mission, in which it later turned into Overwatch. So for me, somebody that loves to take a look at things, where they came from, where they finished up at, see that comparison, this is absolutely fascinating to me. When Nick brought this up to me, I was just blown away and floored by how cool this was to see the very earliest workings of this mission. It's something that you can't access normally once again through the game because it's not exactly a finished build of a Spec Ops mission. And then additionally as well, to give a little bit more clarity as to this not being something that is completed, if you go and actually end up finishing the mission, whereas you get to the bridge and it would finally complete it, it would end up either doing one of 2 things, locking your controls up or giving you a gray screen which simply says with text, continue to special ops. So with this, there's not even a designated completion for the mission coded in with it to give a trigger to bring up a menu or anything like that. It just gives you a plain old continue to special ops. So once again, this is a very early working build of the mission Overwatch, and I thought it was just super cool, and I wanted to showcase it here for you guys because chances are you've never seen this as we're watching it here together in this form. You might have seen and played and completed the Overwatch mission, but I almost guarantee you've never seen it in this state that it is. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Once again, a huge shout out to Nick or Conviction DR. I'll leave his links down there in the description below. Go follow him, go say what up, all that good stuff. Make sure you check him out. He's an absolutely fantastic guy. But if you guys did like the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Modern Warfare Remastered, Black Ops 3, COD 2017, Infinite Warfare, and maybe even some Modern Warfare 2 stuff. But finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to get connected with me here outside of YouTube. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below if you guys want to toss a follow. But I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Espresso. Take care and peace.